This person's mother done went to the police and reported y'all for harassing their son or their daughter or some dumb ish like that. When this person's mother heard about that ish, this mother went and called the townspeople, the community. The whole community was talking about it. Like, did you see so-and-so's expression when their mother pulled out the photos of the collective? She done went to the police, showed screenshots of your photos, your Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever was there. I mean, she came ready. Deep down, she knows. This mother raised your DM, your DF in the church, okay, very religious, in the temple, in the synagogue, their family. This is how you know this is your read. They never spoke about you. You were never introduced to these people. This person's mother done went to the police and reported y'all for harassing their son or their daughter or some dumb ish like that. Okay? This woman, you see, somebody ratted y'all out. Somebody went, because for a lot of you, this woman didn't know about you. You see, your DM, your DF, your twin flame, like, they have never disclosed anything about you to their family. This is how you know this is your read. They never spoke about you. You were never introduced to these people. This is a general read and it won't be for everyone. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But this energy, somebody ratted them out to their mother. Okay? And this mother, when she saw your photos, when she saw, if there were any messages between the two of you, okay, if she saw any messages between you and their son, you and their daughter, aka your DM, your DF, when she saw this stuff, it was a real anger this woman felt when she saw anything in relation to you guys. Okay, this woman was angry, she was furious. She was very much in some type of spiteful energy because deep down, she knows the truth about you and her child. She knows that her son or her daughter is your twin flame. Deep down, she knows. She wasn't born yesterday. She knows what the deal is. She confronted your DM, your DF, aka her child, her grown adult child. She confronted them. It could have even been a thing, you see, because this became a big... Y'all, when I tell you, whoever ratted you out and told the townspeople, the community, the village, when this person's mother heard about that ish, this mother went and called the townspeople, the community, okay, family room, you see that? Everybody was sitting there. And she, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. She feels betrayed by her son, her daughter. She feels disgusted. This is how this mother raised your DM, your DF in the church, okay, very religious, in the temple, in the synagogue. Something here about morals, about values. I hear this woman saying, I didn't raise you like that. I expected more from you. Like, that's what this mother was saying to this individual. This is how this mother sees you. As some type of pagan, some type of Wiccan, a witch or a magician. They see you as someone that has been deceived by the devil, and they immediately called on Jehovah They pulled out their holy texts and called on Jehovah to rebuke you, to defeat you once and for all, that God bring swift justice to her child, because when she confronted her child about y'all, she could see this individual stuttering. She could see it in their eyes that they have feelings towards her. She could see the writing on the wall when she pulled up these photos of you, okay? Because somebody here in the town or in the village took these photos and sent them over to her. Like, look, this is the collective. And this woman saw that she knows your face. She knows your face. She may even know where you work or where you go to the gym. But this woman, when you see, I'm seeing a living room, and the whole town, the community, the village, or several prominent figures like in this community are all there, and people have like their hands crossed and they're just standing there. People are leaning against the doorway, and this DF is in like the middle, and the mother, right, she's like confronting this individual, ratting them out, like exposing them, like, who is this person? I have the receipts. Who is this? We raised you better than this. This is not somebody that you're supposed to be associating with under any circumstances. This is somebody that is going to lead you astray from God. Okay, I really hear this from this woman. Her claim being that you are some type of witch or warlock, some type of Jezebel, or a watcher, a fallen angel, because you could post spiritual stuff, or you could be a reader, or you could be into tarot, astrology, like you could have let somebody know, and then it got out to the town, to the village, the community, like people started talking about that ish, like, yeah, the collective, they do some weird stuff, or they were at that metaphysical store, they were at East Meets West, I saw them at the witch store, in the mall or something. Like, this is what the town or the village people could have been telling this woman. And so this woman went crazy. She went ballistic. She done went to the police, showed screenshots of your photos, your Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever was there. I mean, she came ready to make that case. Then the police told her that we can't do anything because your son, your daughter is an adult, and they have to come here. They have to be the ones to press charges, not you. You can't do this. Some ish like that. So then this mother went and called up. You see, this is one of those rich. Okay, you know for certain this you read because your twin flame comes from money. They grew up in a palace and whatnot. Okay, this mother went and called a family lawyer and got a private investigator on your ASS. Look at this, I can't make this ish up. Done got an investigator, a detective, and a lawyer, and getting ready to have this lawsuit because this mother, she got to screaming with this individual, and she told he or she that before this is all said and done, you'll be locked up, that you'll be taken away either to jail or to a mental hospital. But this isn't how the real world works, because depending on the level of harassment, most of the time you're just going to pay a fine. And you see, they sent that fly to spy in on me, and I started trying to get rid of it, but Anyhow, back to what I was saying. Most of the time, this isn't how harassment charges work. There has to be a whole few hearings, and even then, if you were to be found guilty of some ish, like for the most part, you would be fined. You would be fined something, and that's just it. I thought there was something crawling on the wall, so I went to hit it. Um, there was nothing. Yeah, I don't know. But, like, it's this energy of she really wanted to paint you like this, paint you like you're some type of, crazy person, like, and the idea, the case that they're trying to bring here, this is what the lawyer's trying to build up now. Listen to this ish. This is what that family lawyer that this cuckoo karmic mother hired, okay, to come after you. This is what this lawyer is trying to make, that you're stalking this individual, that you're the one harassing this individual, you're stalking them, you've been doing this for years. This individual's investigating comments on your YouTube, your Twitter, wherever. They're trying to see if there's a pattern. They're trying to see if you have mentioned this person's name anywhere. Trying to build up a file, a folder, to present this case, hopefully one day, in the courtroom in front of the judge. But this ain't going nowhere. This woman has hired a detective as well. This ish isn't going nowhere. It's a dead end. Ain't nothing coming from this, because you see, you haven't spoken to this individual in years. Some of you have never spoken to this individual. Like some of you have literally, and you see, this whole thing is happening because this individual is young. This individual is younger than you. That's how you know for certain this you read. There could be like a 10-year thing or a 20-year thing. And this individual's mother could feel like you're some type of predator. Like she could be painting it like that. Like you're trying to do something when their son, their daughter is still so much, so much younger than you. Like they have their whole life ahead of them and you want to take that away. Like this mother, she going crazy, y'all. But love is called leave it well enough alone, because deep down, when she pulled up the photos of you and confronted her adult child about this, she could tell by the way they looked in their eyes when it came to you. She could tell that this man, this woman is in love with you. Like it was like instantaneous. In fact, the whole village, the whole community was talking about it. Like, did you see so-and-so's expression when their mother pulled out the photos of the collective? Y'all, now people are waiting to see if the two of you get together. Some people have even thrown shade at this person, like, so are you with the collective yet or not? But you see, and here's the real tea, and this is why I had to make this read, because the only person that was stalking and harassing y'all was this twin flame. It was this mother's adult son, adult daughter, confirmation, there's my throat chakra, that was stalking y'all and potentially harassing y'all. It was them. And that is why nothing is moving forward, because that private investigator that's been investigating this ish went and sat down with this karmic mother and told her, look, I found some information that you're not going to like. And he presented the results to her. He did. She was going through it. She was, when I tell you, this woman, she was salivating. Her saliva, like her lips were moist and whatnot. She was like, oh yes, I'm gonna really be able to lock up the collective. They're gonna be locked up. Gonna be put in that mental hospital. But you see, love is called leave it well enough alone. Ain't SHIT come from that, because The detective broke the news. It was your son, it was your daughter that was doing that ish to this person, and you need to be happy that they didn't press any charges, because they have enough evidence. That's what the detective told this mother. The lawyer also, you see, this was a meeting. These three got together over dinner, over drinks, over brunch, over coffee. And even the lawyer, this family lawyer, okay, because this is one of those mothers, she has this family lawyer, and for any little thing, she'll sue anyone. She'll be like, I'll see you in court, BITCH. It could be anyone. It could be the sales associate at Macy's and whatnot. Like, this is one of those types of woman. A Karen. Although, for some of you, it could be their father that is doing this. But what is the Karen father? Like, what is the name for that? A soccer dad? I don't think so, because they're soccer moms. I don't think soccer moms and Karens are the same thing. But regardless, for some of you, it's their dad. Their dad could be a Karen. It could be a guy Karen or a lady Karen. Like, it doesn't matter. The point is, that family lawyer that these Karen types of energies have, like they always make those threats like, I'll sue your ASS to the pit and back. You won't have a penny left over once I'm through with you and I bring you to court, because they got the money. You have a right to get a YouTube comment notification because they got the money, right? Like, they have all that extra money laying around, and this is what they like to do. And of course, if they're able to get you fined and whatnot and have you do a payout to them for causing their son, their daughter, their family emotional damage, because in some states, like, you can be required to pay if you're found guilty. Like, depending on the level of harassment, you can be charged and fined, end up having to pay these people thousands of dollars for the emotional damages that you cause. Now, of course, I'm not trying to, crap on actual harassment, because actual harassment is a real thing, but still, it's like, she was really thinking like she was gonna get you locked away, put away in a mental hospital, the psych ward, or locked up in jail, and that she was gonna get some money from y'all because she took notice, even if she doesn't want to admit it. She took notice that y'all have secured the bag, that the bag has been secured, or you come off as rich, you come off as wealthy. So she was thinking, I'll knock two birds down with one stone. I'll get the collective locked up and get paid for causing emotional duress to me and my family, because this whole thing has really caused a ripple, and it's sad, but it's caused a ripple with her and y'all's twin flame, okay? It's something here, like, now these two are not speaking. This mother has had to tell this twin flame of yours, go to the police station, go do this. But surprisingly, this twin flame has told their mother, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you're embarrassing me. I'm not trying to have this be a big show, a big scene. Can you stop being weird? But you see, when the detective, when the investigator, and I'm going to get a Duolingo notification, when that investigator went and pulled the receipts and told this dark witch, it's your son, it's your daughter that was doing the harassing. Now you know. Now you know this karmic mother, her world came crashing and burning down. And that was that. Ain't no court case coming here. And even if it did, it would be a nothing burger. It would be a wash. The general verdict and consensus would be that this was two people that were flirting, or two people that had some type of attraction to each other. Do you deny these claims? Because you see, some type of judge in the town has been notified about this. This woman, I'm really getting this woman, waited outside of the courthouse until closing and then caught up to a judge. And I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do this, or there's certain ramifications for doing something like this. But she spoke to an acquaintance that is a judge, or a judge that, has been judge in the town for 30 years or something. Like, she's known this individual, she served on the jury and whatnot. But she went and spoke to him, spoke to her, and pleaded, like, please do something about this. Like, I want to protect my son, my daughter. I want to protect them from getting with this person. Like, I don't want this for my family. This is an embarrassment. This would be a shame to the family legacy, the family name, the family tradition, what we believe in. But the judge was like, I'm not really allowed to do this, but just give me the paperwork, and I'll, the paperwork the detective, the lawyer came up with. Because these people came up with like a whole spiral notebook, of information about you, And then there was stuff here about email me the attachments, so there were also attachments, like all of this BS. And in the end, it ain't matter, because the judge went out of his way during his, while he's off, to speak to her and tell her the same thing that the lawyer and the detective told her. There is not enough information here to successfully press harassment charges. This case will not hold up in court, not even in small claims court. This will go nowhere. I'm sorry. What was that for? This mother went crazy, and if this twin flame was living with this mother, they've been thrown out of the house. They were kicked out, thrown out. They're no longer welcome there. Okay, it has caused a rift with the family. And the townspeople, the village, cannot stop talking about it. And I feel like you're just minding your business. Like you aren't even aware of this. Like you're just doing your thing. Not even worried. Look, Sun and the Page of Swords, both in reverse. Ain't nothing come out of this. Once again, the collective is safe. No weapon formed against y'all will prosper. And praise Jehovah forever. Amen. The devil and judgment, because the devil really was out here trying to use this evil woman to cast judgment on you, to get you, like, and it wasn't even going to stop there. Like, she was going to make sure that your name was known in the town, the village, the community for what you did to her son, her daughter. But love is called, leave that ish well enough alone, because Magician and Nine of Wands, you're too powerful for this ish. You're too powerful. Like, you could have sensed something from the beginning. You literally could have sensed something, and you could have just stopped. Like, you could have just felt, like, if you were contacting your twin flame, you could have just felt this energy of, like, no, like, I can't contact this person anymore. You could have just stopped contacting them. And it could have been, like, the last time you spoke to them was months or years ago. So this is why. This is why, like, everything added up showed the lawyer, showed the detective, the investigator, that there was just really nothing there for them to really pursue, for them to really get the traction they needed to have this go to court. And then when the detective realized that this individual was the one that was stalking you, they were the ones that were observing you, it's like the lawyer was doing the schematics. Well, if we do really decide to go through with this, and the collective, gets a good lawyer, gets a good case going, they may be able to countersue, right? Emotional damage and whatnot, distress, like they may be able to countersue and actually bring a case. The lawyer was really trying to explain to this mother when this stuff was broken down because this mother broke down. She broke down. She started sobbing. She was crying. She was hysterical. But when the lawyer broke everything down, it just made more sense to just leave it be. But you see, judgment was passed on the devil. God will not allow this to occur. He will not allow it. Three of Cups and the Hermit. So that's that. She thought that she was going to celebrate and pop bottles, dance the night away. And you were going to be left in the Hermit. But love, that issue's over. And I'm really getting that she also doesn't want this twin flame to have noogie noogie with you. Like, this is so weird, but this is somebody that, like, she has thought about you and your twin flame having noogie noogie, like, and it has really traumatized her. But why is she even thinking about that? Like, that's so weird. Like, why would she even be this is somebody that's very damaged, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the read. Their mother went to the police station and tried to press harassment charges on you. And it was all for nothing. Because ain't squat going to happen. And I'm going to get a YouTube comment notification right as I said that. That's the confirmation right there from Jehovah. And praise be his name forever. For his protection, yes. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for protecting us in the collective from these evil energies. So that's your read. That's what I have for you. And I wish you love and light. Take care.